So my name's Ryan.
Hi, my name is Sydney Menke.
Hi, my name's Trevor.
I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so I don't live in Vermilion. I attend Central Church in Sioux Falls, but I know Kellen. We've been family friends for quite a while. When he was back at the Ransom Church, that's where we met. And then we kept in touch when he moved away and obviously helped plant Resilient.
I am a team member with Resilient Church, and I am a junior here at USD.
Got to Resilient when my wife heard about it, just as Resilient started shortly after they got in the Pizza Ranch. Yeah, it was just the type of church we were looking for, a place we love the worship, the way the messages are delivered, the opportunities for outreach. Really met what we were looking for.
And so when the opportunity to come on this Casas trip came up, he told me about it because he knew I'd been on a few. And so he invited me on the trip. It was kind of a hard time in my life because my dad had just passed away, and he obviously knew that. And in my previous trips, we took his son Noah on a Casas trip with us. And so he invited me to come with him this time, basically. And I thought it'd be a really good way to remember my dad. Through Kellen, I was able to meet all these different people on this trip and head down to Mexico again for my third time. I had a great time on this trip, getting to meet everybody. 14 of us in a 15-passenger van it sounds daunting, but it's a lot of fun. You get to know people really well, and you connect with them a lot on very personal levels.
What got me on the trip, I think the year before, I was like, that's cool, and I was like interested in it, and I was like, I'll go next year. And so just started fundraising and having conversations with people. I think there were a lot of unanswered questions in the back of my head. I think that stressed me out a lot, but also it allowed me to rely on God in ways that I had never been able to rely on Him before.
The Casas trip came up probably the first time I heard about it. I was really excited to go. I liked the idea of just putting myself in uncomfortable situations sometimes and just experiencing the growth that happens in that discomfort. And Casas seemed to be the opportunity to do that. I've got 2 kids, and I thought, well, this is a great opportunity for me to get them to go if I say, well, I'm willing to do this. How about you? And so I was really kind of looking for just growth for all 3 of us. And it did that.
Really eye-opening, but it really hits you, especially when you get back. The like how well we are here, but it makes you want to help. That's really important.
It opened up a lot of doors for conversations with family that might not have been so sure about the trip. God definitely challenged me in the process leading up to the trip. There was a lot of prayer, and there were tears, and there was hardship that went into being able to be on this trip. After having been on that trip, I got to see God's faithfulness through that, and it was, I wouldn't change it for the world.
What was one moment that really stuck out to you in particular?
I think going over there is hard every time because you just see the difference and how they have to survive compared to us. And a lot of people have very poor support systems, and so it's hard for them to survive in a lot of ways. Us being able to go there and build a house for them is really helpful, and it lets them be the hands and feet of God in their community as well.
There was several, just a lot, but one in particular I think was just at one point the work was kind of wrapped up, and we were all sitting inside the house and having this really nice, relaxed conversation with the couple who we built the house with. Meanwhile, the younger kids, they were outside with the couple's younger daughter, and there was shenanigans going on. They had a lot of fun, and it was just funny that the different layers to that at that time.
It's a group of random people from church, all different ages, all different lifestyles, and it's a unique experience where you just get to jump in a van for 22 hours with those people and to see how God had carefully orchestrated how each person was on that trip and each person was meant to be on that trip going across the border, I should be feeling this, or I should be feeling this, or I should be looking at this a certain way, because I was trying to prepare myself in going on this trip. And I think what surprised me the most was the fact that the moment we crossed the border, I just felt joy. To meet a family who just has so much joy, and to be able to serve with them, we just got to be present and really just be reminded of the beauty that is in the now.
Why should someone sign up for a trip next year?
I kind of mentioned it's really eye-opening. It's a great experience. Obviously, you get to meet new people and connect with them on a really personal level. And the people on my trip, I know I'll probably be friends with for the rest of my life, I imagine. And it's really just, it's helpful to go to a different place where you're not comfortable, out of your comfort zone, and just meet people and help people and do the work to be God's hands and feet. Because it's not only fulfilling for yourself, but you also get to help people. And you just have great experiences that you'll never forget for the rest of your life.
I think building the house was cool, but the relationship aspect, the connection aspect was like the most impactful thing for me. Even there's a lot of reasons to say no, there is one good reason to say yes. God is faithful. The ways that you get to be challenged in your faith is worth it. So, like, for all the reason there is to say no, I would ask you to pray about it and consider going, because there's so much that you can experience by taking a leap of faith.
I think, to me, I think you sign up if you want to kind of shake up your perspective and you want to grow and look at things just a little bit differently. I think this trip will do that. I think it'll open you up more spiritually, and it'll just allow you to connect to other human beings that are in a different situation a lot better.